Hi, my name is Katie Evans, and I am the producer and writer of Left Down Raven Street. Left Down Raven Street is a commentary on technical advancements in society with a twist of Edgar Allan Poe motifs that follows three coding grad students. Our characters Parker Rose, Avery Lyons, and Jesse Wilkins. Now, Parker is a genius and an intelligent, very intelligent man. And he's a grad student in the coding world, and he is on the verge of creating a code that could potentially save millions of lives. But saving lives is a little less on Parker's mind, more so of what he can gain, not only financially, but for his own ego. And his friends, Avery and Jesse, are assisting him in this process to create this technological advancement. However, behind the scenes, Parker is creating deals he likely shouldn't be with shady people, which are some of our other characters that you will meet throughout the film of Left Down Raven Street. And soon Parker begins to bite off more than he can chew and gets not only himself but his loved ones in trouble with some very dangerous people.
My name's Austin Nichols, and I'm going to be playing Parker Rose. Parker's a very morally gray, morally ambiguous character. I don't feel like there's any particular moment in the film that he is the good guy or the bad guy. Other characters played have either been villains, they've been heroes, mostly villains, mostly villains. But I think Parker is going to throw people for a loop in ways that probably weren't expecting.
I'm William Phillips. I will be playing Silas Yearwood in this project. He's very mischievous, very powerful, and I love playing those kind of characters that kind of just sneak around and kind of do things a little bit behind the scenes, but are really impactful to the story.
I'm Steph Earhart. I'm playing Carter Lovejoy. This is my first time really being in a film, which I'm really excited about. This is something new for me, and I'm very excited, especially since there are a lot of characters that are very, not stick up their ass, but in a way, stick up their ass kind of stuff, or they have very, very, I need to do this like this and this like that kind of personalities. Meanwhile, Carter's like, man, I'm here. I'm here. That's how he'll come across sometimes. And they're just like, yeah, just a fun kind of foil to a lot of the other types of characters that are interacting.
My name is Peyton Savington. I am the director of Left Down Raven Street.
Hi, my name is Daniel Cole. I am the production manager for Four Lights Film.
Hello, my name is Ian Zabel, and I am the director of photography for Four Lights Films.
Left Down Raven Street is much different than anything that we've produced thus far, simply because, in my personal opinion, I think we dive so much farther into the why of why people do what they do. In the past, we kind of touch lightly on subjects and don't really allow time to look at those really, really intense backgrounds. And I think in this story, you're kind of just thrown into this world along with the characters who also have no idea what's going on. And so when that turn happens at the end, it's so much better.
Left Down Raven Street is you haven't seen before. I remember when Katie was writing it, and I read the ending before anybody else did, and I literally couldn't breathe. It was crazy.
This film is a very edge-of-your-seat story, and it talks a lot about morals and what comes first in a person's mind in regards to their needs and what matters to them. Four Lights Films, which is what is creating this project, is our indie film company based here in the Midwest, and something that really differentiates us from a lot of different filmmakers, that none of us actually have a film degree. We decided that we weren't going to ask and wait for permission to make art. There was no person who was going to say, yep, you've done enough, you can go ahead and do it. We decided we were those people, and we just started. And now we are on our fourth feature film, with Left Down Raven Street being our next one.
From the get-go, just being able to see the company build and grow, I really just admire how everyone working with it wants to continue to grow and to learn, and that they treat everything like it's a learning experience and something that is going to create a new project every single time. They're always like, okay, how can we do something different this time? How can we push our own limits every single time? And especially as someone who is very new to film, it's really cool to be able to feel like you're on the same page as them in certain ways, and it makes it feel less daunting, makes it feel more welcoming.
There are many people that love what they do. They love making films. They love acting. They love producing. There are many people that do that, but there are not many people that like it this much. There are not many people that will take on full-time jobs outside of this, but then also essentially be doing another full-time job making films. And that level of passion, of artistry, of want and need to create is unique.
Consider us lucky to have a group of people that are so passionate about filmmaking. And not only that, but to bring in people that we know and other friends who are also passionate or curious about filmmaking. So not only have we made it our own outlet for ourselves to be creative in the film aspect, but we've also brought in our friends and fellow actors that have also shared that passion.
Our team is one of a kind. Learning through experience is what Four Lights Films strives for, and no one is at a point where they can't join us. Any level that you're at in filmmaking, you can join our team, and that's what I think makes it really special. It's we want your voice because your voice is unlike anybody else and we want to hear it. And we've decided to turn to crowdfunding to really get us to the next level. We have had huge successes with our past projects, most recently I-21 and Thank You for Her, which are doing phenomenal in the festival circuit right now. But we know that with the proper funding, we can go miles higher in what we can achieve. Our scripts are unlike anything you've seen before. We have had these scripts win awards. These scripts have had offers from some of the top film universities in the country. Each Four Lights story has a moment where a character experiences life, whether it be negative, positive, or neutral, but they realize that they're human and that that's great and they want to be alive. They want to be alive and they want to keep going. And Left Down Raven Street is a whole new example of that. It shows our characters wanting nothing more than to live their story and to have anybody listen to them and listen to them first. And that's sort of a different take on what it means to be alive. It's not letting yourself just sit and let people walk all over you. Whether those characters do it in the most morally correct way is up to you as a viewer, but it really sits with us as a company to hear our characters speak and yell and make you listen, and we can't wait to give them that chance and to let you listen to them. So with the funds that we're asking for, our goal is $10,000, and that is our top goal, because before, with our other films that are doing super well right now, we had about $2,000, $3,000. So we decided to jump to a super high reach for the stars sort of number. So at $10,000, it will be split into 3 categories, with the first third going into pre-production, which will be supporting us in getting a new lens and a transmitter for our director. Right now, we've been working with a lens that is more so for photography, and that first $3,000 will let us take that next step into a cinematic lens, as well as letting our director use a transmitter so we can really focus on those sharp shots and artistic storytelling through that framing. And then the next third of that funding will go towards funding supporting actors and then supporting on-set props and wardrobe and locations. And that's how that would be spread out, because we have some seriously talented folks on this project and we want to compensate them as well as we can. We already compensate them through our own pockets, but with help and support, we can even take that next step into making sure that their art is recognized as it should be. We're on a volunteer basis right now, and we couldn't be doing it without them, and it would just be amazing to be able to thank them with that, with some funds through this IndieGoGo. And then the last third would be through our editing software, as well as marketing for this film, so we can submit this to festivals so people can see it. People can see the art and the grit that we've put into it, and we can take a new step into this indie film scene. We have made small steps now, but we are ready to take that next leap, and funding will just make it easier for us. It'll give us that trampoline up there. We're going to take that leap no matter what, because we know that we can and we know that we will, but it would just be amazing to have some support under us so we can really reach for the stars. So that final third is going to go to showing the world what we have to offer, showing people that this film in theaters, showing this film at festivals, showing those fees, making posters, making programs, and compensating folks who are in post. And it would just be a huge blessing to be able to do that, and we would love to have your support in doing that. consider backing Left Down Raven Street. We have a lot of really cool perks that you can do with whatever amount that you're donating. Some of them just from saying thank you and showing support and getting a crew member a drink, but some of them are really cool. We got posters, t-shirts, signed scripts, credits on IMDb, lots of really cool stuff that you can check out at the bottom, and some things that you really won't find anywhere else. And it would just truly mean the world for us, and we want to thank you as much as we can. So make sure to take a look and see what perk might fit something that you might be interested in, because again, even just the bottom showing support is crazy helpful for us, and it's awesome that you're even watching this video. So seriously, thank you, and we can't wait to show you Left Down Raven Street.